Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I like to post about books and music, mostly Taylor Swift. Today's video marks the very beginning of my Lana Del Rey discography series. I wanted to wait until this newest album came out, and from here on, I'm going to be reacting to each of her albums. I'll probably do like one a month, just get a really steady stream of them going. And then I believe she has some unreleased songs that I should probably look into because I've seen a lot of hype around those unreleased tracks. And this will be not quite like my Avril Lavigne discography series because that one was like working my way backwards since I started with the newest album. But I'm just gonna do this Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? Longest album title ever. And then I'm going to begin with her very first EP next month, which will be the Lana Del Rey aka Lizzie Grant like self-titled one. So if you would like to join me in this Lana Del Rey discography series, make sure to subscribe. I will have the next video up next month. The thing is, when I was in like middle school, early high school, I had a huge Lana phase. 2013, mostly kind of 2014, Born to Die was my shit. I discovered it a little bit late because it did come out in 2012, but I found it in 2013 and that was just like the soundtrack of my summertime sadness. I was feeling very melodramatic as a 14-year-old typically does. Now I'm 24, so that was literally 10 years ago. What the fuck? So it'll be fun to kind of revisit Born to Die as well as all these other albums that I kind of fell off for that came out more recently. I've heard so many good things, and I've heard like little clips on TikTok that go viral from her newer albums, and everything just sounds really promising, so I'm excited to familiarize myself with all of her work. I have not listened to any of the singles, so this will be a very blind reaction. I think she did release like at least 1 or 2 songs from this record before it dropped today. I will be listening to these songs through my headphones so my video does not get blocked for copyright, and also there will be timestamps down below if you would like to skip around. And let's just get into my initial thoughts on this album. So she's working a lot with Jack Antonoff, and she also has her own hand in producing a lot of these tracks, so that's nice to see. She has writing credits on every single one. Are there any self-written ones? I do not believe there are. Okay, 16 tracks, that's a lot. She's counting down. That's not Lana, is it? Who is this? Is it a sample? Oh my god, the piano. This is like dark. There's Lana. I have goosebumps. You're a family man, but do you think about heaven? Why do I feel like this is about that guy she dated from my hometown? Tulsa Jesus freak. It's giving. A lot of gospel influences. Oh, her vocals in the chorus. The Rocky Mountain High, like, layering of harmonies. Ooh, the chords in the bridge. My sister's firstborn child. Wait, what is she singing about? She's taking her sister's firstborn child? My grandmother's last smile. Oh, fuck. It's a Beautiful Life. Wait, didn't she have an unreleased song like called Life is Beautiful, I think? I believe she was supposed to have a song in the Age of Adeline soundtrack, but that like never came to fruition or something. I feel like I'm just getting thrown into the deep end here because I haven't listened to any of her recent albums, so I don't know if this is expected or not, but I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting this gospel-y feel. It's kind of long, especially for an opener, and very like slow. It's a very low energy song. I mean, I just have no idea. I haven't watched any of the like marketing or publicity of this album, so I don't know what it's been marketed as. Is this going to be a slower one? If I remember right, her albums, no, I remember like not rocking out, but like losing my shit to a lot of her Born to Die songs. Like some of those were kind of high energy. I remember Off to the Races. Oh my god. Racist? Like definitely lower energy. Well, she's not that much of a high energy singer though, I don't think. I don't know, it's just been so long since I've really listened to like one of her albums all the way through. I don't know if I have a very accurate point of comparison. Okay, now the title track. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Is this more like California references? I know she has a song called like Venice Bitch. She sang about Florida. She sang about Bel Air. Me trying to remember the common themes in her work. Okay, more violins. It's got that very like Lana 60s sound that I remember her having. Is it title track worthy? There's not a drum beat, but the piano serves as percussion. It's very steady. Oh my god. This gives me so much nostalgia for my teenage self. Literally 10 years ago. Oh my god, it reminds me of Young and Beautiful. Oh, they sealed up the tunnel. Fuck me to death. Okay. Yep, that's Lana. Hotel California. Ventura County is in California. Wait, okay. So the question that keeps repeating in the chorus, when's it gonna be my turn? It's vague. It's a question that could be interpreted a lot of ways. My surface level immediate reading, obviously she's quite famous and she's comparing herself to like people who found Hotel California, who found this like excess of fame. On one hand, when's it gonna be my turn could be from like a younger Lana trying to make it in the entertainment industry. Like, when's it going to be my turn? When am I going to have access to this? But if you think about it from like a present time period, it could be like, when's it going to be my turn to like die and leave a legacy? Like, so many great artists turn to substance abuse. I feel like she sings about drugs a lot. I feel like there's a drug reference in here somewhere. Don't forget me. When's it going to be my turn? It feels like pessimistic. When's she going to meet an untimely fate? Maybe. Fuck me to death in this context makes me think of that, like I fucked my way up to the top. Oh my god, the third verse. The violins. The violins. There's some reference to John Lennon, I guess, that she wrote a song for him on her 2017 album Lust for Life, which I've never heard. See, I think it would make the most sense for me to start with her earliest album and work my way to the present in this case, because there's like layers. Who's doing the ad-libs at the end? Is that her? I feel like she has backup singers on here and I don't know who they are. There's a deeper meaning to this that I am just not going to get on the first listen. I feel very, very thrown into the deep end right now since it's been so long since I've listened to her work. But I do remember when I was 14 and I was just getting into Lana's Born to Die, I didn't like it too much at very first. Each song had to individually grow on me. It was a very acquired taste for me. And then I became just so obsessed and never went back. Ooh, the piano. You're kidding. This is like soulful stuff that I don't ever remember her doing. Yes, head voice. Well, she sounds the same as she did on Born to Die. This feels like a Disney soundtrack. If you want some basic bitch, go to the Beverly Center and find her. Oh my god. I'm Sweet Bare Feet. The melody. That sounds familiar. I want to be in a meadow listening to this in the springtime. Ooh, the piano. This is what I signed up for. The bridge. I'm so sad. Why am I so sad? What the fuck? I feel so nostalgic for things I just like didn't experience. This feels like the ending credit song of some kind of like 1940s movie. I'm so sad. I'm too soft for it. Yes, you can find me where no one will be, in the woods somewhere in the night in the heart of a valley. Yes. Fuck, I'm crying. What is this? What is this? Why is it doing this to me? I like that one. What does it mean? That was me the entire first listen of Born to Die. Someone said she took the best parts of Love Song and Cherry Blossom and crafted this hymn. I don't know what that is. Are those two of her songs that I am just unfamiliar with? I feel so out of the loop. I can't wait to like not only do this series but be done with it so that I can be knowledgeable. Like the root beer? I think this was a single, right? I'm so out of the loop. Oh my god, it's over 7 minutes long. I hope I'm about to get fed. This better not be slow. I can't do like 7-minute long slow songs. What is that squeaking? Ooh, guitar. Acoustic guitar. It's described as a 7-minute rant track. Why am I looking for Alaska vibes? Oh my god, that book. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, I put it over there. I see like Alaska Young riding her bicycle. Oh shit, I haven't seen my mother in a long time. If you know, you know. I like this beat. Oh. You did what on the hotel floor? I like the beat. It's got an energy to it that I think will make it not seem like it's almost 8 minutes long. Oh, this is the experience of being an American whore. The piano is astonishing. I have no idea what she's talking about. I need time, but I'm like grooving. I love the piano. What's the Ramada? The way she says American whore, she like mumbles it. The Ramada is a hotel. Is it in California? Oh, it's a chain? The Wyndham? There is one in Tulsa. Oh my gosh. Did you know a singer can still be looking like a side piece at 33? 33 is not old. Get it, Lana? Okay, now we're getting into this weird electronic. What is that? Oh my god, what is this? It's taking a turn. What is this? Glass Animals? Is that you? Wow, that is a long instrumental. What is she doing? Who's Jimmy? Cocoa Puff? Oh, so it's a cigarette with cocaine inside of it. You learn something new every day, especially from Lana. Oh my god, wait, this feels so Born to Die. The part where she says, your mom called. I told her you're fucking up big time. That feels so Born to Die. Like that line and melody in specific. It's got that like chanty sing-songy thing. Why is this so funny? Okay, so A&W stands for American Whore. I still feel like I have whiplash. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just gonna keep going. She says interlude and it's like nearly 5 minutes. Oh, that electric guitar. An audience clapping. Someone's yelling. What is this man doing? I don't want him. I want Lana. Is this a preacher? The pastor speaking is Judah Smith, who has been criticized for leaning more into the role of an influencer. What? Oh, she's never gonna start singing. So I guess it's supposed to be like this atmospheric thing where we like go to church after whoring it up in A&W. I'm so sick of religion. I can't stand it. I live in Oklahoma and it's It's brutal out here. I'm not interested in this at all. I'm so sick of hearing people like this. It's giving sinning on Saturday night and being forced to go to church on Sunday. I get what she's doing. I just like, I can't. Is he done yet? He's done. Woo! Back to Lana. Oh my god, this is like Hobby Lobby piano. So we're getting like religious, huh? Yes, the only craft store near me is a fucking Hobby Lobby. I go to Joann's when I can. Or Michael's. Cinnamon on my teeth. Now my life is sweet like cinnamon. Has she mentioned Rockefeller before? I feel like she has. So her vocal melody follows the piano melody. Interesting. She's like duetting with the piano. Did she just reference Marina? Feeling super suicidal? Super suicidal? So I've been trying to think like which one has been my favorite so far, and honestly I'm forgetting a lot of the melodies, which is the feeling I had when I first listened to Born to Die. Nothing's like particularly catchy or like radio friendly, but that's what I found so fascinating. Like with time, as I listened to it, it became more memorable. Oh wow, the piano's speeding up. Piano solo. Oh my god, that's so pretty. I wonder who's playing. But anyways, yeah, it does still feel like an acquired taste, which I do expect from her music typically. I mean, I remember her like famous collab with The Weeknd was pretty catchy, but I mean, I think that was to be radio friendly, so that's expected. Oh, here comes the man. He creeps me out. She disappeared and now it's just him, his voice. Oh my god. Ooh, tense piano at the end. I don't know how to feel. Are you kidding me? Another man's getting an interlude? Gotta be shitting me right now. Lana, we want you. Piano and cymbals. Okay. Okay. Wow, that was very sudden. Someone just screamed. Okay, it's better than The Preacher, for sure. It's mostly the piano and just kind of like voices in the background. If she's playing, I'm gonna lose it. She's not playing. That's sad. It says she has a writing credit though, so did she write the like music? Like if she wrote a score, I'm getting such a 70s, 80s rock vibe, but like a specific subgenre that I don't know the name of. Do I hear her or am I crazy? There's a woman singing, right? It's got kind of a jazzy vibe. I mean, I feel like the interludes are just kind of forgettable. I'm here for Lana. You know, it's not even an interlude where she's really singing. I swear to God, I could hear her though. That was a weird experience. Okay, I'm not sure how to pronounce this next one. Kintsugi? Kintsugi. Okay. This one's over 6 minutes long. Oh my god. I don't remember her songs being this long, or maybe it was just that they were like favorites for me and I don't really remember listening to them the first time. Maybe they were this long. Yes, she's back. This is what I came for. So I guess this one's about like various family members dying in a close period to each other. That's awful. What is Lana without like sad girl Tumblr? Because it's like, what are we doing with things like this? Or have we just moved to like Instagram and TikTok? Or like, I don't know, Lana and Tumblr go so hand in hand for me. Does anybody even use Tumblr anymore? Mine got hacked and I can't access it anymore because I never changed the email to one that I actually have access to. So now I can't change my password or post anything. Oh shit, the second verse. So everyone was there, they were standing laughing, and I'm on the side with my tears streaming down. This makes me think of like how some funerals, listen, I've only ever been to Ukrainian funerals. I've been to a memorial service in the United States, 2 memorial services in the United States. And there is such a difference. I know she's not talking about this because she's like not Ukrainian, but oh my God, there is such a difference in the dealing with death, I guess. Like in Ukraine, if you are like crying at a funeral, it's like very normal and like people are full on wailing and they are very religious. Like they believe the person is in heaven and they're free of pain and it's like overall a good thing for them. It's just the people still on earth who are grieving, but people very, very openly grieve. And then, oh my God, I went to this like memorial thing for a classmate of mine who had passed away when I was in high school. And I was the only one crying. Like I like kind of lost it because I was just so overwhelmed with sadness when I got there. And all of this classmates' family members were like laughing and talking. And like, this was a teenager who had died. Like I was so overcome with sadness just for this person and for their family. And I was the only one who was going through it. So that's relatable. I don't know, maybe people in the United States just focus more on the good side of it, even though it's both like a Christian religion. But yeah, I don't know. I was just very culture shocked in my own country. Just got all my family in Ukraine. They will grieve and support you. And like, if one crying person sees another crying person, it's just like hugging. And I don't know, that hasn't been my experience here. People are always very happy. Oh my God, this is rough. I just can't stop crying because all of the ways when you see someone dying, you see all your days flash in front of you. This feels kind of folk inspired. Okay, now she's talking about folk songs from the 40s. Okay, so it's a lot of stuff about cracks. I was cracked open. That's how the light gets in. Cracks in the whatever. The Japanese art kintsugi. It's like when something breaks, you like repair it in a way that shows the cracks, because it's known as like the history of the object, like not something that you need to cover up. How do my blood relatives know all of these songs? I don't know anyone left to know songs that I sing. Fuck, is this in reference to her love of older music and like her older relatives are dying and any of her younger relatives who are her age or younger don't understand her references like her older relatives did? Or am I projecting? 6 minutes long. Lana. Wait, holy shit. Will I die or will I get to that 10-year mark where I beat the extinction of telomeres? Telomere shortening is a factor in the general aging process of organisms. Some research explores the use of special enzymes which may lengthen telomeres and in turn expand our human lifetimes, with some even saying that we may be in the last couple generations to experience death. What? Am I about to go into a 2 a.m. deep dive right now? So she warned us that this one was wordy. I mean, I'm having such a hard time following what she's saying. She's just going on and on and on. I mean, you let it out, girl. The entire 5th verse, I couldn't handle it. I was in Monaco. I couldn't hear what they said on the telephone, and I had to sing for the prince in 2 hours, sat in the shower, gave myself 2 seconds to cry. It's a shame that we die. Oh my god, this is like her therapy song. This seems like a timeline of her life. Some kind of parental issues. What the fuck's wrong in your head to send me away, never to come back? Exotic places and people don't take the place of being your child. So they sent her to boarding school? I give myself 2 seconds to cry. That's a repeating line here. I give myself 2 seconds to breathe and go back to being a serene queen. I just needed 2 seconds to be me. I feel like that's a reference to this song. She's like doing this ranty type thing. It's therapy in a song, I feel. Ooh, it's a waltz. Yes. Watch this show up in those like listening to piano music while it's raining in a library compilation things on YouTube. When you know it's time to go. It's time to go, Taylor Swift. Ooh, that melody's catchy. It's so like playful. She sounds so childlike when she sings Just a Notebook in My Hand and Down in Florence, Alabama. It feels like another vintage movie soundtrack. I'm sorry, what is this title? Is this about people questioning the authenticity of her sadness? What does this title mean? Is she trying to get her grandfather to drown her father? Regrettably, also a white woman. Oh boy. I don't know how to feel about that line. I'm still like sitting on that. So she's like taking credit for her own success, as she should. I think that's what it's about, but also this like grandfather, stand on my father. I need to sit with that. I just don't know what's going on. It sounded good though. I like the instrumentals a lot. The piano, I don't remember her songs being super piano heavy in Born to Die, so this is cool. Featuring father. No! Another one? Girl, please. It better be mostly her. A lot of these intros remind me of Hotel California in some way. Every time you say you're gonna go, I just smile because babe, I already know you know I got nothing under this overcoat. This is giving, what's that one movie with Anne Hathaway and Jake Gyllenhaal? Is that it? This feels kind of Western country inspired. Oh, here's Father John Misty. You know what? He can stay. He's fine. Wait, let the light in. That's a reference to that like Japanese art track, right? The light gets let in or whatever the line is. This has got one of those like Nancy Sinatra vibes where you want to listen to it in like a convertible driving around some like cliffside by the coast or something. Very romantic vintage film vibes again. Yeah, this so far has had so much more of a romantic vibe than I ever remember Lana having. Or maybe that is something she's been doing recently that I'm just unfamiliar with. There's definitely like the sad girl vibe that is very classic Lana that I think is a thread that runs through like all of her albums. And there's like a ton of grief in a different way from Born to Die. But yeah, the sounds, the piano and the violin, it's very romanticized. Like everything just feels so nostalgic and romantic. Like this one has such... This is featuring the Bleachers. Well, Jack Antonoff is literally in the Bleachers. Nicole, don't look so surprised. Duh. But no, this like feels like a Disney soundtrack is what I mean. Is the Bleachers one of those bands that's literally just like the front man, like Panic? Or is the Bleachers literally just Jack Antonoff? Oh my god, more suicide references. This feels like the Titanic. He met Margaret on a rooftop when Jack met Rose about to jump off the back of the ship. Words aren't my friends. When Lana Del Rey's lyrical prowess humbles you. I've never heard Jack sound like this. Am I hearing some brass instruments in this? Ooh, when you know, you know. That's your repeated phrase. The party is December 18th. Wait, like last year or this year? Are we invited? I like this line in the chorus, when you're old, like Hollywood and me. Like it's a classic thing to associate yourself with old Hollywood. Like that's an age of glamour that we're never gonna have again. But it's old, and 33 is not fucking old. Lana's on crack. No, I think the industry's on crack. She's calling herself old because there are other people who are probably calling her that. But she's like reclaiming it. That is so goofy and sad. No one's doing it quite like the women in the entertainment industry in their 30s right now, though. Let's be real. Like, Taylor's still at the top of her game. I feel like she's peaking right now. I mean, some would argue she peaked during the 1989 era, but personally, I mean, and according to sales and public persona and amount of fans, she's never been on top in the way that she is right now. So Lana, take a page from her book. Are they both the same age? No, Lana's a little older, isn't she? Well, regardless. Is she talking about a fishtail braid? Wait, no, this is iconic. Fishtail braids were like the shit back during the Born to Die era, which was probably her most iconic era. Don't you dare say that you'll braid my hair. Fishtail braid, right? Right? Those were so goofy. You wanted me sadder? You wanted me sadder? Oh my god, is this hip hop now? I'm into this. That was really sudden. Auto-tune? Okay. This second verse instrumentally did exactly what I expected it to do, and that was very satisfying. It was this dreamy piano thing for a second, and then the beat came back in. Maybe I'll take my glasses off so I stop painting red flags green. Wait, why does this feel like a reference to something on Born to Die? Baby, put on heart-shaped sunglasses. This is such a vibe. I'm not that smart, but I've got things to say. She has a lot to say on this album. It feels like therapy for her, honestly. So that one is a standout as well. So far, the standouts have been Paris, Texas, Sweet, and Fishtail. And A&W, kind of. It's a vibe. It's kind of weird, but it's a vibe. I need to like sit on it longer. It definitely has potential. It hits the dopamine right. I just need to sit on it a little longer. There are a ton of features on this album. Okay, this is a vibe too. It's got this either guitar or bass line. Oh my god, what is this? Is this like a trap beat? Another braiding hair line? The line in the first verse that's like, me and my boyfriend listen to the Chili Peppers. We write hit songs about trying like all the time. It has the same vibe as like, my old man is a bad man, but like, I don't know. I'll bring the coffee if you bring the wine. I'm sorry, Lana talking. Is there seriously a line? My boyfriend tested positive for COVID. It don't matter. We've been kissing. So whatever he has, I have. I can't cry. I can cry though. I feel like I've lived too long. As I was going through this album, I was like, if there's some kind of pandemic reference, like I'm gonna feel so strange, because to me, Lana is so 2013 for me, because that's when I was like so obsessed. And I feel like I've lived too long to have come to a point where it like I'm sorry, whatever he has, I have, like it just, I've lived too long. It just sounds like she's like paralleling it to like an STD or something. This is what I was afraid of. I can't believe, oh my god. I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives, you know? And as I said, it feels weird to have a Lana album and Tumblr not be in its prime. Like, what am I supposed to do with all these sad girl lyrics if not reblog them against a gif of some like 15-year-old smoking? I'm fucking 24. I've been alive too long. That's the issue. That's why I'm laughing. I can't believe we've come to this point. I've been alive too long. This pre-chorus, I threw caution to the wind, get onto the bike, take a minute for myself, skinny dip in my mind. Yeah, this feels like what I was expecting and bracing myself for. What a weird spoken bridge. That's all I have to say. Okay, now we're gonna do a very extended outro of Hands on Your Knees. I'm Angelina Jolie over and over and over again until we hit the what, 5-minute mark? 4 minute. I was off by 1 minute. We have a whole minute left, and it's just gonna repeat that over and over again. Wait, what does this have to do with peppers? Oh wait, Red Hot Chili Peppers? Oh, do a fat crisscross on the back somewhere. It was like a reference to what she wants in her braid. I was thinking it was like fucking X marks the spot on her back. I don't know. Okay, weird instrumental outro. Lana Del Rey makes me feel stupid sometimes. But also, like, I've been alive way too long to have lived to see where she's been and where she's at. I guess that's the one weird thing about these pop stars who are in their prime for like over a decade, as opposed to them how in the last, what, like the 90s were probably the last generation of pop stars to have been like discarded once they turned 30, and now they just keep going and going, and it's like, man, I just feel so old. It just never ends. I'm grateful for that, but it's also a weird experience. Taco truck XVB. Fucking love tacos. I met my boyfriend down at the taco truck. Pass me my vape. I've definitely been alive too long. Oh my god, this chorus. Bonita. Do you feel bonita? Because you look bonita. Ooh, this is This is what I was expecting and really wanting. Caught me off guard though. So even though it's got this like unique hip-hoppy sound that has shown up a few times through this record, it still has the signature piano. This time it's like Latin influenced. But yeah, there's a lot of piano on this one that I wasn't expecting. Usually she does like a very orchestral violins. There are violins, but the piano's like carrying on a lot of these. And now we've got this cool guitar thing. It's very unique. Whoa, now it's getting all fast. The violins went like crazy. Venice Bitch. Yes, I've literally never heard that song. Oh, it samples Venice Bitch. So this is Venice Bitch. Yeah, I think this is why I absolutely need to work from the beginning with Lana, because there's too many layers. I need to know the references on the newer stuff. I already kind of forgot what I just listened to, if I'm being honest with you, as far as the closing track, but I know I liked it. I just could not tell you what it was I particularly liked. I know it did this cool hip hop thing. That was an experience. My standout tracks, again, are Sweet, A&W. I did like the opener and the title track, but if I had to pick like 4 favorites, I don't want to pick like 6 because that feels like too many. Sweet, Paris, Texas, and Fishtail are all on the same tier, like my absolute top favorites. Under that is A&W, and then under that sits The Grants, and Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? The others I've kind of forgot. I'm not interested in the interludes, but we knew that. I'll have to give it another listen. As I said, my first impression is just, I'm confused. I never even listened to the singles. I don't even know what her intention was with this album. Like, I haven't listened to any interviews or anything she might have given or performances. I need to go watch those though, let's be real, if there are any. This was an experience. I'm very excited to be going into her entire discography, so again, make sure to subscribe if you want to watch that. I think it'll be super interesting to see me either be so nostalgic in my feels, especially when I hit Born to Die, because that was just everything to me when I was a teenager, but I feel like it'll also be quite interesting to see me just get absolute whiplash from anything I'm unfamiliar with, as I just did. I would love to hear all of your favorite tracks on this album down in the comments. Educate me if there's things I'm just not picking up on. I'm very excited to know the ins and outs of Lana's entire discography. 9 freaking albums. That's going to take a long time. I also will need a comprehensive list of all of the unreleased songs I'm going to want to listen to once I finish the studio album EP series, but that'll be for a later date. If you want to DM me on Instagram, feel free to tell me which unreleased songs are your favorites so I know which ones to include in that video, potentially several videos if there's a ton of unreleased songs. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, it is right here. And if you want to follow me on my TikTok, that is right here. I will see you all tomorrow for Fall Out Boy's new album, which dropped tonight as well. I just knew I had to get this one out first because Taylor Swift and Lana Del Rey have more overlap than Taylor Swift and Fall Out Boy, unfortunately. But the Victoria's Secret 2013 fashion show, I will never forget it. But I am pumped to hear Fall Out Boy tomorrow. Oh my god, I'm gonna be losing my mind. They were my first concert, so please make sure to stick around for that. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye guys.